Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a pick a card reading, a look into what's going on in your connection. Sorry that I haven't posted in a while. I honestly was just kind of feeling very aversive to do averse, how do you say that word? Averse to doing readings for a little bit. I don't know why, I just couldn't get in the mood. And I just don't feel like it's fair to my subscribers and my watchers to do a reading in that energy. And then by the time I felt ready to do it, I got sick. I had this chest congestion that really affected my voice. I sounded like a frog. So I was like, let's just wait. And that went on for over a week. So anyway, it's all good. I'm all better and we're back. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile 1, Pile 2, and Pile 3 really cards. Card 1, Card 2, and Card 3. Let me hold them up. Hi, Neil. Oh, there's Quinn Quinn. Hi, Quinn Quinn. So Card 1 is this card, the Burning Hero. We have the second card here, number 43, the Bride Offers Herself. And then we have this card here, the Ancient Ones, number 52. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Otherwise, I will see you at your pile. Hey guys, so if you chose Pile 1, Card 1, the Burning Hero, this is going to be your reading. This is from the Journey of Love deck. I was just going to read this out quick to start, just to see if it resonates, I guess. It's a really beautiful deck that just, and I took it to, I set the intention that this card would be basically advice for the viewer. So let's just kick it off, and I'm going to read it from the book, The Burning Hero. From the transformative fire of life's tests, you emerge now, stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fire-weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire, before you are ready to burn into love again. The intensity of fire exists in relationship to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. Your inner fire has pushed you forward, and your creative self-expression will manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You burn bright now, and yet it will be the cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message. From the heat of your labor, sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. From that success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You are in a powerful creative cycle of intensity and serenity dancing with each other through your heart, like the sweet relationship of day and night. This cycle yields great harvest. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will be not only of earthly delight, but of heavenly blessings too. Okay, so maybe you guys have been going through a rough time, Pile 1, but the way that this card was describing was that you're kind of entering a period now where I think things are going to sort of simmer down. So if you have been going through kind of a rough time, especially in regard to this connection, because that's what this reading is about, where maybe you were kind of vacillating between doubt and sureness, almost feeling frustrated, but then feeling almost hopeful, kind of going in between the two extremes where you feel at peace about this, but then you have a lot of questions on the other hand, and a lot of things that don't add up or make sense. I feel like this could have been a very confusing situation, a very confusing connection. And the first line of this was from the transformative fire of life's tests. So I feel like this connection has tested you, has kind of called on you to grow and to maybe be able to learn forgiveness and things like that, or learn to be comfortable with confusion and things like that, where learn to be comfortable with things going at their own pace, trusting in divine timing, things like that. Maybe you're somebody with this Burning Hero, I'm thinking of a very action-oriented person, and again, a hero, somebody that takes action and makes things happen for themselves. They don't wait around to be rescued. So maybe I'm getting like you maybe were in like a chaser kind of an energy, or trying to force things, even if you weren't actually like contacting this person, maybe like just like obsessively thinking about them, or like trying to manifest them, or trying to like, I don't know, like try to like really make yourself better in order for this person to like want to come in, like something like that, where you were like kind of pushing in some sort of a way. So if that doesn't resonate, maybe this isn't your reading, but that is the vibe that I'm getting. So let's move on. I'm gonna put this right here to stay there. Okay. So I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to get your person side over here and your side here. Obviously, it can be flipped. I am just going to speak, though, as if this is your person and this is you. So let's see. What is your person's overall vibe towards you right now? What are they feeling towards you right now? Okay. It says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay. This will stay. And for you guys, ooh, passion. Wow, that burning hero. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So we're definitely like on fire here. Burning hero, like the passion, we're feeling the burn. And then the connecting energy in between says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And that's interesting because that was very much the message of this burning hero. Like things may have been rough, but like this is just a cycle. This is just a test. Like things are going to like turn around for you. So it's kind of like a similar energy there. So look inside yourself, your person, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Obviously, your person's not feeling great. They're needing to sort of self-reflect here a little bit, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Obviously, we'll get more into their feelings as we go on, but right off the bat, I feel like the way that yours says a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present, enjoy it. That's making me think that one of the lessons that you did learn, like I was saying, how you may have been in like a chasing energy, or just like the sense of urgency, like a very like, oh, I have to have this, even if you didn't act on it, you know, like there was like that emotion, I think, behind it. Again, probably stemming from your passions here, but it's almost like you've learned how to like that card was talking about, kind of cool down and just kind of like, what's the word? Like take your passion and kind of not subdue it, but like work with it, maybe channel it into something else, something like that, or just take it and use it as a way of like realizing, like maybe like trying to fall in love with yourself, for example, like trying to find like reasons that someone could be passionate for you, if that makes sense. Like you're kind of realizing like your own worth, and I feel like you're in an energy of like attracting things in, and maybe your person is almost being drawn into you, and it's like frustrating for them, and it's like they're having a tough time, like maybe want like how am I trying to say this? I'm getting insecurities also, like that's what I'm trying to say. So maybe like now like the energy is kind of changed and flipped a little bit, and even with the 3, I'm thinking like with the passion energy, maybe somebody else is like trying to come in or something like that. Maybe your person knows about it, like if someone else has like expressed interest towards you, maybe you told them, maybe you have mutual friends and they just heard about it, something like that, where they could think like, oh, like pile 1's really looking good lately, like someone's gonna like scoop them up because it says you're magnetic and seductive right now, and that you're enjoying it, or it's saying to enjoy it. But your person, I don't think, is enjoying it. I think they're feeling very attracted to you as well, but at the same time they're feeling almost like they missed their chance, or maybe they're almost like angry at you. Maybe they feel like almost like a sense of betrayal or something. But let's get some more and see. How is your person seeing this connection with you right now? Pile 1. Ooh, we have Gnosis. Interesting. I like that card. I'm just gonna like do, let's see if this will stay. This was like a weird setup that I did. No, wait, put this back. Oh, okay. We could put it like right here. And put this like here. Okay. And then we have the comic on the bottom of the deck. Again, I feel like, okay, Gnosis talks about like mythic truths, like something that you just feel is right, like no matter what. And again, maybe this is something that they're grappling with, like maybe they feel like they missed their chance, but now they know it's right, or like there's some sort of truth about this connection, like they're realizing that it just fits, it's just meant to be, or something like that. Like, but also with the comic energy on the bottom of the deck, maybe they didn't really take it seriously in the past, and now they're feeling like bad about that. And maybe that's what they're feeling insecure about, almost like, yeah, like with this comic, like the joke's on me. Like, you know, like I kind of like played games with this person that is really like, just they have such a sure feeling about you, but then there's also this energy of like conflict within them. So let's see for you guys, how are you seeing this connection? Whoa, these are like powerful cards. Anima Mundi. It's like, Anima Mundi is like sort of like the recognition. Let me see what's on the bottom. The vow is sort of like the recognition of like everything being worthy in the world, basically. Like it's just like the energy of oneness, you know? And I think like the fact that you're seeing the connection in this energy, like you're seeing, I feel like you have a very good handle on things. Like you're seeing how this energy has sort of taken you to the dark side, but like because you've been taken to the dark side, you've learned a lot about yourself. And it's like you've come out the other side feeling better, feeling at one with like the universe, feeling that this connection just needs to be what it needs to be, and you don't have to like control it. Like I was saying, like your energy has shifted lately where you're the one like in a more feminine energy, I would say. Whereas I feel like you were trying to be in a more masculine energy in the past. And like you've just kind of like chilled about this, I want to say. Like really, like you're like enjoying your life, you're enjoying yourself, like you're enjoying the parts of this connection that you do get to experience, if any, even if it's like just thinking about them and feeling like good feelings or something like that. But like whatever it is, you're like seeing this connection as a whole. You're seeing like the light and dark and like recognizing the value of both, I would say. Let's see for your person, clarify Gnosis. That's 2. What is it? Knight of Wands, 7 of Cups. All right, clarify Gnosis. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I'll like put these up more because I know I'm gonna need room. Okay, and then for Anima Mundi, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, we have the World on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I feel like again, like the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is kind of like the opposite of that comic energy. And again, I feel like this little deer is sort of like hanging his head. And I think, like, again, this is, like, your person realizing that they didn't really take this seriously. Like, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody, like, stable, loyal, reliable, dependable, like, honest, hardworking, I don't know, like, you know, very, like, kind of even could be boring, like, you know, to an extent, you know, like, it's just kind of like, oh, old faithful over there, you know, and I feel like your person really wasn't in this energy towards you in the past. And I think that's what they're reflecting on right now, is kind of that they maybe had something that was like super real and super like beyond this earthly realm, and it's like they were very careless with it. And I think they're just like dealing with the fallout from that, to be honest with you. I think they're like sort of feeling guilty. I'm seeing this orange energy here. That's the only color on this card. And like there's darkness, so they're definitely like in a darker energy right now, but like they are reflecting on the things that have like made them feel guilty. Maybe they're wondering why they acted this way, thinking that maybe they can, I'm not sure if they're actually to the point where they're trying to think about coming forward. I think they're recognizing like what this connection means to them and also reflecting on their bad behavior. But that's basically it as of this moment in time right now. For you guys, the Anima Mundi, it's almost like I feel like you are open to love with the Ace of Cups. I feel like, and that's something that I'm really getting. I feel like it, not even necessarily with this person. I feel like you would maybe like that, but at the same time, like you're not holding any illusions about what this person is capable. I feel like you're in an energy where you decided that you want something, you want it all with the Anima Mundi. It's almost like you want something real and you want a relationship, you want to have fun and passion in your life. And I feel like if you are receiving attention, you are enjoying it, like almost, you know, like you're like, yeah, like, you know, I do have a lot to offer. And you're like recognizing, like, I also feel like with this Anima Mundi, like this is you also accepting all like the good, the light and dark of yourself in general and realizing like, it's like you finally forgave yourself, quote, quote, not that there was anything really needed to be forgiven for, but like, again, if you acted in like a way of chasing and something like that, you know, like, or you forgot to trust spirit. I feel like you're in a very trusting energy right now with spirit and with like, just with the universe, just kind of, even if it's not like that, it's just kind of like whatever happens will happen. Like, I'm not going to like stress about it. It's just like, even if it's not spiritual, it's like that, where it's like, everything has gone on. There's nothing I can do to fix it. Like, again, you've like passed your test almost. I feel like you've learned to like let this connection go in a way where you're not obsessing about it anymore. Again, I feel like you would be open to it if this person kind of came in an energy that was like this Knight of Pentacles energy kind of. I feel like you would be open to hearing what they had to say, or at least open to a friendship, at least open to having like good times with this person again with the Ace of Cups. But at the same time, it's like I feel like you're trying to be open to love in general. You have a like, I feel like your cup is like, I don't want to say overflowing because there's, you can't really see water in here, but I don't feel like you're out there, just the fact that there's not like a bunch of water and stuff, I don't feel like you're out there trying to like just find a boyfriend real quick, for example. But I feel like you're recognizing your worth, and you're like letting people come to you almost. Like you're just like very, you're open, but not actively chasing anybody. And I feel like you're just like kind of open to whatever spirit wants to bring your way. Like this is a very beautiful, like trusting energy. Okay, so let's see what else. We're gonna get some tarot. Let me just look at these cards and see if they're like, I can do that. I know you can't really see them when they're up like that, but I don't know where else to put them. No, just whatever. Passion. Just like leave it. Okay. All right, we're going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I just feel like it shows relationship dynamics so much better. I like love this deck. All right, so let's see what is going on in this connection right now from like Spirit's point of view. We have the Wheel of Fortune, or just the wheel in this deck, the Six of Pentacles, what else? And the Seven of Swords, with the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right. I feel like right now, I feel like there is like, this is like a big turning point with Gnosis and the wheel. That's like powerful energy like together. I feel like, again, this is mostly on your person's end, that they're going through this sort of like, not shocking, but like, I just wanted to say ginormous, like shift in their energy where like they're seeing things so much different. And I really feel like we had the number 3 as the card that you chose for this pile. So I feel like there is like a big expansion of energy for both of you. And I feel like for your person, they could have, like I was saying, like they didn't take the connection seriously. And like, look at this card. It's almost like there's like, you know, like, oh, like maybe they had their pick of the litter. Like they could kind of just, it was like they had all the power and the connection, any connections that they had. That's like something that they're used to feeling maybe. And I feel like it did sort of like play out that way with you, where you were kind of left hurt and like vulnerable and just like almost like left with no choice but to like let this connection go. Like, what can I do in this situation? Like, this person I've tried, it's like they're not taking it seriously, and they're not really bringing me any substantial offers. Like, it's just like maybe you thought it was like a game to them, or they just wanted to like use you, or they kind of had you on like the back burner, like, oh, like I don't want to like cut off communication with you, but I don't want to like actually progress this either, like kind of in that holding pattern sort of a thing. And I think they are thinking about coming back here, because the way that this card is, do you see that figure right there? He's like kind of like, hey, I'm back. But at the same time, like, I think their fears, like they maybe think that there's just like too much damage, or they think that you're gonna want your freedom. They feel like they're gonna have to answer for some things that maybe like went on in the past. And I feel like maybe they've tried to test the waters a little bit here with the Four of Pentacles, just the way he's trying to like shake her awake and she's sleeping. But I don't think they've gotten the response that they were hoping for in doing that. So they're not really sure where you stand. I feel like a lot of it is just them trying to like, what's the word? They're thinking like, oh, like what like imagining the way you're feeling, even though they don't really know, because they're seeing you in this sort of like sad energy here. But at the same time, like I'm reading your energy over here, and I don't feel like you're necessarily in that energy. Maybe you were when this all went on. They're thinking a lot about the past, because I feel like this is like past energy here, and it's coming through as like what's going on in your connection. So I feel like that's why. It's because your person's really thinking about the past a lot and thinking about how they can fix it, but they're afraid that if they do come forward, it's just going to end in like maybe some vicious words on your part, like you're going to like cut them down or something, express that you want your freedom, like you don't need them anymore, something like that. We're also going from like a 6 to a 7 here. So I feel like there is slow and steady progress on your person's end, just in their own personal growth, you know, like they're like evolving as this connection continues to go on. Like, you know, like they really are making very slow progress, I would say. But at the same time, with this Four of Pentacles being on the bottom of the deck, like they're not really willing. Again, that kind of talks about that same idea of like not wanting to let something go, but not wanting to like do anything with it either. Like with the Four of Pentacles, he's just got all his pentacles and he's like holding them, and he's not spending them. But he's not like investing in that, like at anything. He's just like holding it. He doesn't want to lose it, but he's like keeping it right in his sight, but he's not really doing anything with the money either. He's just kind of keeping it. Like he's not making it grow. It's just, he's holding on to it for fear of losing it. I feel like that's kind of like an attitude that your person had towards you, or you perceive that they had towards you, that they kind of just were keeping you in like limbo. Like, all right, like you're keeping me on the hook, but you're not real man, you know, kind of a thing. And I mean, I feel like I feel like you're open to them, but they feel like you're mad at them. They feel like you have every right, I think, to kind of cut them down, and they're like using that and like looking inside themselves, or they're feeling a type of way about it, where they're like, oh, like I deserve it. Like, I don't deserve to feel, like I said, they're hanging their head. Like, I don't deserve this person anymore because I just squandered my opportunity. And like, again, maybe there was some deception here, Seven of Swords, or maybe that was just them sort of playing their little games. Doesn't mean that they were like cheating or lying, like necessarily, but they know that they weren't treating you in a very honest and forthright way. Again, this is like the opposite of the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. So yeah, again, that sort of theme is coming through, where they were, I don't know, just like not really in an honorable energy towards you. And you know it. That's what they're thinking. You know it. And I think you do know it, but again, like I said, I feel like you've made your peace with a lot of this and you're just trying to move on with your life. It's like you've been stuck in this situation, I think, for a very long time. And I think you're finally ready to not be stuck. And whether that includes this person and you moving forward into like a new era of your connection, or it just includes you moving into a new era of your own life and having a connection with somebody else. I don't feel like you want to be stuck anymore. You're ready to experience everything that life has to offer. So good for you guys. Let's see, what else do we want to do? Anything? Before we wrap up this reading, should we get messages? Why not? Where's my message deck? Ugh, right here. Just get a few messages from your person. Oh, these cards are going everywhere. What would pile one's person want to say to pile one right now? You're so independent and you have such strength. Interesting. So they see you in like sort of like a powerful energy, or maybe they just feel like you have like the power, almost like they're seeing that you don't need them or something like that, I would say. Ooh. You do nice things just to be nice and not so other people will applaud you. This is very like complimentary of you. And again, like I feel like that's like a lot of the things that they're thinking about. It's just like how amazing you are and things like that, and it's like making them feel bad about, but they're not even necessarily thinking about it like that. They're thinking about like themselves in a bad light. Love scares me. And you have such an appetite for life. And one more. You're the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then it says, you're more to me than just sex, but I can't deny how much I do want you. Again, they're feeling that magnetic energy and feeling very drawn to you. I feel like they're really thinking about like what an amazing person you are. But at the same time, again, it's like, love scares me. I mean, woo. So I think that's what kind of keeps them in this like holding pattern of like not really like, the love is there, it scares them, so they don't want to let you go, but they also are like fearful about moving this forward. And it's like, meanwhile, here you are over here with such an appetite for life. I feel like you're the type of person that like if you're scared of something, you like jump into it. And this person is very opposite of that. But I feel like they are trying to like overcome their fears. Let's see. Clarify, love scares me. Oop. Love the way you laugh. Interesting. And look, I've made my choice, be seeing you. So maybe it's like something about you. Love the way you laugh. Maybe it's like they feel like love wouldn't be scary with you because like you guys just get along so well, like, you know, and like you're an independent person, you're a strong person. It's like maybe they've been in relationships in the past where people really like took advantage of them or like leaned on them or were codependent or something like that. And it's like maybe the reason they're able to like overcome their fears in this situation is because they know that you're not like that. And you have your own stuff going on. Like you have your own life to lead. You have like a lot of shit, like, you know, a lot of things. I don't know, like maybe like hobbies, or you're really busy, like you have stuff going on, like you're not going to be like up this person's ass or something like that. So maybe they're like, maybe love wouldn't be scary with this person. I feel like they are questioning that, but then whenever they do, the doubts come up about themselves and the way they've treated you in the past. So that's what I'm getting for you, pile one. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments, or like my video or subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. So thank you guys. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 2, card 2, and the bride offers herself, this is going to be a reading to see what's going on in your connection. The first thing I'm going to do is read from the book, this card. It's the Journey of Love deck, my favorite deck probably of all time. So let's see. the bride offers herself. We're just going to read it. I intended this card to be advice for the person watching this reading. So here we go. This is your advice. There is a sacred offering taking place, an offering of the divine feminine. She is offering herself to the mystery unfolding. This may manifest in a physical way in that a woman of great feminine wisdom is offering herself to you in friendship, love, spiritual companionship, or service in some way. This may manifest in a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother in the form of a life, circumstance, or situation, whether it is immediately recognized as a gift or not. To accept this offering as a bridegroom accepting his bride with love, reverence, and respect will bring good fortune. This oracle offers you a message. Accept what is being offered now. Whether through challenge or an easing of the way forward, there is a gift of grace from the divine feminine reaching for you now. Allow her in and be blessed. This oracle also heralds a time of importance in a relationship. You have been revealing yourself and not being afraid of who and what you are, sharing yourself and willingness to connect. Your vulnerability and beauty is acknowledged and will attract the response you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Every bride shall have her bridegroom. Okay, so this is definitely a call to step into a more feminine energy. So that doesn't mean like being, I mean, it does mean kind of like being passive, like almost like the universe is saying like, every bride shall have her bridegroom. Like you will get what you want out of this life. Like you just need to sort of like relax and like accept this current situation as is. And even if there is like a feelings of guilt or feelings of remorse or feelings of like I like fucked this connection up or something like that, it's like feminine energy also speaks of like having compassion for yourself, like forgiveness, like realizing that you're just human and sort of accepting yourself as the way you are. And I think that card was talking about like accept what is being offered now, even if it's like a challenge, like recognize that this is like conducive to your growth. It's conducive to your growth because a lot of times like we're our own harshest critic and we beat ourselves up for the way we've acted and the way we've conducted ourselves. And this is about this connection, what's going on in your connection. So maybe that's like you're upset about the way you've conducted yourself in this connection. And the feminine wisdom, you know, speaks of like learning to have compassion for yourself, learning that if you did act in a way that you're not proud of, it has more to do with something inside of you. Like if you were subconsciously like rejecting this connection, for example, and then like, you know, acting in that way that actually like rejected this connection and kept it like further away from you, either by chasing or by being scared and running away, whatever it is. It's like getting to the core of what makes you so scared or what makes you so resistant or what makes you so like insecure that you feel you need to like grab for something. Like realizing that you're only human and that you have wounds, like you have needs, like you want to be loved. So it's like maybe you're lonely. So it's like you see an opportunity for somebody to come in and you get excited and then maybe you jump the gun, you know, and then it doesn't really work out and then you just feel like, oh, why did I do that? Like I always do this, you know, something like that. But it's like you're just a person that wants love. Like that doesn't make you like a bad person. That doesn't make you like a loser. That doesn't make you, you know, like there's something to be embarrassed about. It's just like recognize where that is coming from and try to heal it so it's like doesn't happen again in the future, kind of a thing, if you're not really excited about the way things turned out last time. If you're like the runner in this situation and, you know, like you kind of push something away that, you know, you're like regretting doing that now, again, like there's probably a reason. Maybe you had a past experience where, you know, something really scarred you and really like burned you and really like made you feel like a fool or made you feel stupid or something like that. And then now the thought of like when you feel real feelings for somebody and you it is scary, like, you know, like it is sort of like, oh my God, like I cannot go through that again, like oh my God, like I cannot have somebody make me look stupid again, like, and it's just you almost maybe like put the hand up like subconsciously and sort of like sabotage the relationship. Like again, these are all human reactions to things. So I think spirit is really wanting you to like look through the eyes of like, it was talking about, oh, like the divine mother, but like think about like, I don't know, like an angel or something, like looking down, like they're not going to be judging you, you know, a passed on loved one or someone like your grandma or like something, you know, somebody up there that like loves you unconditionally, like your mother, like whoever, you know, like what would they say, you know? It's okay, like, you know, try again, you know, better next time, like, you know, shh, it's okay, like it's just a mistake. We don't need to like berate ourselves, and like it's saying like accept the situation for what it is and like try to see what it has taught you instead of just like agonizing and, you know, making yourself upset. So all right, we're gonna do this like your person here and you here. It could be flipped, but that's the way I'm gonna read this reading. So let's dive in and see what your person is feeling towards you right now. Are you okay? Okay, that's 2. How is pile 2's person feeling towards pile 2 right now? That's 2. How is pile 2's person feeling towards pile 2 right now? Come on, pile 2. Don't be shy. Okay. Ugh, this deck is crazy. Okay. Whatever, that's good enough. So we have only time will tell. Okay. Oh, I forgot I have to get one for you guys too. How are you guys feeling, pile 2, about your person? My word. All right. We have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay. And then the bottom of the deck are like the connecting energies. Sorry, let me just like fix this. Okay. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay. So with these 2 cards, your person has kind of, I think, thrown up their hands at the situation and been like, you know what? I don't get it. I don't get what's going on here. I don't get what's taking so long. Like, I guess time will tell. That's what it says. Only time will tell. What's on the back of this deck? I think your person is kind of very sure of their feelings for you, but they know that feelings don't necessarily mean that this will work out on a 3D, like tangible level. Like maybe they know that their feelings are real, for example, like they know exactly how they feel about you, but maybe they just don't know how you feel about them. Because on your energy, it says reflection, give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So obviously, like you're giving your person some space. And like, I feel like there is like a super separate energy here. Like there's not a lot of communication. And even if there is, it's very surface level, or like just like liking each other's stuff. Like it's not like actually communicating, maybe like liking each other's stories and stuff like that, you know? So it's like this person is kind of just like confused and sort of like, I don't even think confused. I think your person is at peace. Like they've made peace with, I think they were confused, but they've like made peace with the confusion. Whereas you feel like you need space. And I feel like you almost sense like a cycle shifting, because that's what this was talking about here. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles when we resist change. So I feel like you are maybe resisting like having this connection turn into something more. Like it's almost like you feel like it could be heading in that direction, and it's almost like a little bit scary, or you feel like you don't deserve it or something, because that's too times the advice came out of like, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best, go with the flow, you'll be surprised where it leads. Like, and this says when we resist the natural flow of life, we create unnecessary stress. So I feel like you are sort of creating unnecessary stress for yourself. I feel like you don't really see, I feel like this connection seems like, or even trying to fix this connection or reconnect in this connection feels like an impossible mountain for you to climb or something like that. But, or like the impossible dream or something like that. But let's see, how is your person feeling about you right now? How are they seeing you in this connection? How are they seeing this connection right now? The Cave. Okay, number 32. And how are you seeing this connection? Pile 2. Oh, look, the Riddle and the Hunter. But again, with that Riddle energy, again, it's like a riddle that you can't solve. But let's see. Hold on. How are you feeling about this connection? Pile 2. Ooh. For F's sake. How are you feeling about this connection? Oh my God, the mountain. Yes, that's so funny. Yes, it's a mountain that you can't climb. An impossible mountain or something like that. And then we have the Siren as the connecting energy. So it's like, again, like you both feel like the call to each other, with the Siren being like the connecting energy between the two of you. But it's like, I don't know, like right now I feel like are keeping yourself out of reach. This person is like climbed up into this mountain, up on the top, and there is this like sense of burning, like there's fire in there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's like he's in this like fiery thing right here. So I feel like, again, that's that whole like unnecessary stress. But again, your person's kind of like chilling, like they're in the cave. Maybe they're like down here somewhere in your mountain. But that's just because like your energy is so like powerful and connected. It's like they're sort of like, they know like only time will tell, but it's almost like they feel like the comforting thought of you or something is something that they'll always have, like, if that makes sense. Like the cave, it's like almost like I feel like they're not talking about this connection to a lot of people, because the cave indicates like hiding or like secrets or like being hidden, like things like out of sight, like pushed away, like in a little secret drawer or something like that. So I feel like this connection with you is something that they are keeping close to the vest. They're not talking about it maybe with anybody, but they're like deriving comfort from it in some way, even if they're like, I want to say like pretending that they're not, like, to the outside world. Like, so maybe like this is something that they've, like, only time will tell. Like, this is like a saga that has gone on maybe between the two of you, and this person is just kind of like, like, you know, like, I'm sick of talking about this. I'm sick of analyzing this to death. I feel like people in my life are sick to like hearing about this. Like, I'm just gonna like let it go, let time be the factor of like if we're meant to be together. Like, I can't figure it out, like, you know. And I'm just, like I was saying, gonna derive comfort either from my memories or from like if you have like some sort of spiritual connection, some sort of energetic connection, or just even thinking about how sweet you are, whatever it is, like, you know, the good qualities that they like about you. But you are definitely not seeing how this could work out. I feel like you're, or not even that you can't see how this could work out, but yeah, like, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. I feel like you're struggling to like have that trust and faith. I don't know why. Well, let's clarify these. Let's clarify the cave. We have the Emperor. Okay. And can we clarify the Mountain for your energy? The Three of Wands. It's because we have 33 and then another 3. Interesting. But it's like, yeah, it's like you're looking, I feel like every time you try to plan something out, like make a plan, or like, okay, like you get an idea of like how to do something, it's just, you get like frustrated and like are like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like you're just in an energy like that. Your person, the Emperor, it's Aries energy. Again, I feel like they're in a very self-focused energy. They're trying to grow. They're trying to, I just want to say extend themselves. Okay. It's almost like they want to meet their obligations or their full potential or something like that. It's like they're trying to like grow their own energy, like in the meantime. Like I don't feel like they're necessarily super focused on you. I feel like maybe at night with this cave energy, it's like a darker sort of an energy. I feel like maybe at night they like when they lay down to go to sleep or something, they daydream about you, or maybe they have actual dreams about you in the night, but they feel like this connection is sort of in flux with the 5 here. It's a number 32, which reduces to a 5. So they feel like this connection is like always in flux and always like changing and growing, that whole like constantly shifting cycles. And it's like they don't resist the change anymore. They just sort of like try to make their peace with whatever is either going on or not going on in this connection and just focus on their own growth. Like they're trying to be the emperor in their life. Like even that's Aries energy. They're very focused on their self. They're very focused on taking like dynamic action towards their goals. Maybe becoming financially independent and things like that. I feel like that's what they're very focused on. But like again, they're like, I feel like they're also out in the world being very social. Like I don't think they're hiding in a cave. Like this is their energy towards you, but I feel like they're like out in the sunlight in their own life. Like they're not hiding anymore. They're maybe went through a phase like this in the past where they like this connection kind of kept them down, but they're like refusing to let this connection keep them down. Like they want to move forward in their own life, even if things don't work out, and only time will tell. What if time tells them that you're not coming back? I feel like they're like, okay, like I have to accept that, and I'm just going to continue having a very happy, successful, vibrant life. I feel like they're really wanting to have a good life. I don't want to say with or without you, because I think like the feelings for you are very strong, and but they just don't want to force you. I feel like they're taking their emperor energy, which is a very masculine energy, and like shifting it into their own life. Like they're channeling it into like their work and their social life with Aries, and like their goals, and becoming as independent, financially independent, I just wanted to say, as they can. Over here, you guys, woo, yeah, you're definitely in this reflective energy here, feeling like you need space to figure things out, but you're not really getting anywhere. So what was that energy with the I think like that the advice here is to stop planning. A lot of times if you just can calm down and get into like a good vibe, the universe will like give you a solution that you could have never thought of in a million years, you know, like an opportunity to see this. Maybe you'll just bump into this person. Maybe, you know, there'll be like a party your person gets invited to that like, you know, you hear about and you're going to as well. Like, you know, it could be anything. It could be anything that you can't even think of. You don't have to come up with the plan, especially if you're trying to come up with a plan and you're hitting like a dead end. Like stop trying to plan it. You know what I mean? Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Get yourself regulated here. You need to master something here. You need to like master a way of like overcoming obstacles that isn't in a masculine way, because that's what I feel like you're trying to do. But you had this feminine energy card, so you could be somebody, it's like you're trying to figure out like a forceful way to overcome, like how can I take action right now to fix this, but it's like you're coming up blank, like you're not like getting. And I think spirit is saying like, just, what did it say in this book? Like let's just look at it again really quick. Sorry, I feel like this is important though. She is offering herself to the mystery unfolding. Just like offer yourself to the mystery unfolding, kind of, but that's not the part I was thinking of. Accept what is being offered now, whether through challenge or an easing of the way forward. You need to find a way to just be one with this mountain, if that makes sense. You know, like you have to like realize that sometimes overcoming an obstacle is just accepting that the obstacle is there and that you don't know what to do, and like sinking into the confusion and just being like, you know what, right now I don't know, and I just have to like take care of my base needs right now, or something like that. I don't know why I just said that, but I feel like you're focusing too much on like how to fix a problem, when like it's probably a lot simpler than you're thinking. I feel like you're imagining all these complicated scenarios, and I feel like it's just like going to be a lot simpler than you think. And like you can't see, like maybe the solution is right in front of you. And give each other some space at the moment. Like give yourself some space from thinking about this for the moment, you know? Just try to distract yourself. Try to go out with your friends, or try to like, I don't know, whatever you do to distract yourself with work or whatever. Just be like, you know, I'm taking a vacation for thinking about this for a week. Like, doesn't mean thinking about it, like daydreaming and feeling good thoughts, like the way your person is doing that. They're kind of like sinking into the feeling of happiness with you, but they're also not like upset. They're not in a mental energy. They're in a fire energy here. And so are you. But I feel like your fire energy is more like frustration, where theirs is more like openness and growth and like expansion. But yours is more, which is weird because the Three of Wands is a card of expansion, but the way that this triangle, I feel like you're not like naturally letting things expand. You're trying to force it, and it's just not working. I feel like this reading's going on like longer than I intended it to. All right, so let's just see from Spirit's point of view, what is going on in this connection? What does Spirit want to say? What is going on in this connection between pile 2 and their person? We have the Knight of Wands. The Two of Swords and the Devil. With the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so again, the Knight of Wands. It's like wanting to charge forward, but then the Two of Swords is like an impasse. So it's like that sense of urgency, like, but then like mentally there's like a block, like if that makes sense. But like that energy, that's like that fire here, but then there's like this big mountain in the way. That's like how I'm seeing this. The Devil, I mean, this card is just like so crazy. But I don't know. I feel like that's almost like, should I like try to just like offer sex to this person? Should I bring a rose and get down on one knee and like apologize? Like, should I like come in fast? Should I like ease my way in? Like, it's just like, I think Spirit's saying that like right now, the energy that you're in is just not conducive towards like forward movement right now. It's just not, like there's like a block to the forward movement with the Two of Swords being in front of the Knight of Wands. Like you're not gonna like figure it out this way. Like you need to sort of like, yeah, give this situation some space, like, and just calm down and see if you can channel your frustration some other way. Like, you know, and he's pretty much suggesting it on his own, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good way to like release some tension, you know? Like, I don't know, like, or just working out or something like that. But like, I feel like there's like a lot of tension, intense energy right now. And maybe this is like a spiritual connection as far as like when you feel that Kundalini sort of energy like rising and you feel like super, super like attracted to your person, because the Knight of Wands and the Devil being here, yeah, I feel like there is like a sexual frustration, and maybe that's what's like motivating you right now. I feel like you're feeling the burn. Even if it's not Kundalini energy per se, it's just like an intense sexual attraction to your person. And I don't think it's just that, but I feel like that is like kind of like what's motivating you maybe right now, to like move forward towards this person. And but at the same time, like your mind is like blocking it. So it's like you feel like stuck, like just like burning in this fire here, and you can't figure out a way out of it. But I don't know. I feel like they have like Kundalini like meditations, or I don't know if like this is like a Kundalini thing. Sometimes when like they have those meditations where it talks, you know how like your Kundalini energy is supposed to kind of like rise up, like and move through all your chakras. Sometimes I just imagine the energy because I feel like it gets concentrated in your your sacral chakra. and it's good to sort of like move it to different chakras. If you can, just imagine it like going up to your like solar plexus chakra and then your heart chakra and things like that. Like Kundalini energy is not something to play around with. It's very intense, but if it's already like in your body and you're feeling it and it's like you're feeling the burn, I mean, trying to maybe like decrease the concentration, like, or maybe decrease isn't the right word, but like spread it around, like, you know, alleviate the tension that way, like meditation wise. I used to do like, if you imagine it moving through your chakras and then it goes up towards your head and like the crown chakra, if you can get it all the way up there, and then it kind of like goes out. It is like a pretty cool experience, but like proceed with caution, do your research and things like that. But yeah, I feel like this is mainly just speaking of like frustration, the frustration that you're feeling, being able to move this forward. But I feel like right now it's important to take a step back and sort of just like allow things to be right now and sort of like get a hold of your own energy for the moment. Like you need to master yourself. So what would your person want to say to you, pile 2? What would pile 2's person want to say to pile 2? How am I able to feel you when you're miles away? Beautiful, because with that cave energy, I feel like that is like a thing here. Or they're just really intensely feeling things for you, even though you're not like in communication. They want you to know that like when they think about you, they still feel something in their heart. I can't wait to kiss you again, or just to kiss you for the first time. If not, they're really like feeling, I think they're feeling the passion too. Like they can't wait, like they want it too, but I think they found a way to like channel their energy into their own life and their own self and their own growth. So they're like in a lot more peaceful of an energy than you are. You're so pure. So especially if you feel like maybe you've messed this up or something like that, I feel like your person still sees you in a very sweet light and a very pure light. They think your heart is pure, and I think they would just like understand that maybe you were just, I don't know, like they've forgiven you. They have compassion towards you. It's kind of like that feminine energy. It's so hard for me to think right now. I'm so confused. So I think this person really was in this like confusing energy that you're kind of in right now. But I think, like I was saying, they've learned how to like channel it. They've learned that like thinking about this obsessively doesn't do anything. So they've kind of learned how to take a step back from it. It says your loyalty and dedication have really touched me. So this person does think highly of you. So if you're feeling like you did something to mess this up, again, whether you were running or chasing, it doesn't matter, but like you feel like you sullied your good name by I don't know, like, and this person isn't like looking at you in the same way. I mean, I feel like, I don't know what they were looking, how they were looking at you before, but they see that you're pure, loyal, dedicated. That's not like a question. And then look, you're badass. So they don't just see you as this soft little like meow, like they think you're badass, like you're hot, you're look, you have such strength. Like they see both sides of the equation. They think you're the whole package. It's like they seem excited to see you again, if and when that's like only time will tell. Like they're like, I hope it does tell that we're supposed to like make out again, because, or just for the first time, because that's something I'm about. So okay guys, I think that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will catch you in the next reading. Okay guys, bye. Hey lovies, so if you guys chose this card, the Ancient Ones, number 52, this is going to be your reading. We're gonna start off by like reading this card from the book, which, oh, where did I put it? Oh, right here. Also, if you're noticing the lighting and everything is different, I'm wearing a different shirt. It's because I recorded this reading already when I did the other ones, this pile. But then I ended up realizing that it wasn't recording after 30 minutes of me just talking to myself in my living room. So here we go, round 2. I just decided to get all new cards and just start over. So, all right, let's see. Number 52, the Ancient Ones. Let's see what this has to say. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Hi, honey. Do not lose heart if your, it's my dog, sorry. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds where all true spiritual growth begins. So the Ancient Ones, Leo, the Ancient Ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. Okay, Leo. Okay, hi. I'm so sorry. It is real. I just got home from work, so they're like, Leo's like, can't get enough. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. This oracle brings you guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. Okay, so, oh my God. No, my dogs are about to fight. Guys, okay. Oh my God, please stop. You're crazy. Leo's going nuts. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so what do we have here? The Ancient One. So that's making me think in regard to this connection that maybe there's been a lot of behind the scenes work going on for the both of you. Maybe this hasn't manifested yet. Like maybe you're not really in communication right now, or you're very little communication. Like whatever communication you have is like passive communication, like they like your story or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's not like direct, like talking about this relationship. But I feel like you both have been doing a lot of thinking on this relationship, especially you, because this is meant to be, like I intended this card to be basically the advice that the viewer need right now. So if you feel like, oh, I've done all this like work and I don't see like, you know, my person manifesting or something like that, I think Spirit is saying like, no, you have like made like leaps and bounds here. Like you're doing amazing, sweetie. Like everything is good. And you're exactly kind of like where you need to be, like doing what you should be doing. And again, there could be maybe people around you that maybe frown on this connection and are like, oh, like, basically like, I'll believe it when I see it, you know, kind of an attitude. And maybe you have been trying to keep the faith and the hope in this connection and work through your issues and things like that in preparation for like this, you know, great connection that you want to have. And, you know, people are kind of just like, you know, with good reason, maybe saying like, I don't know, maybe it's time to move on kind of a thing. But I feel like overall you've put a lot of thought into this. You've sat with your confusion, you've sat with your painful feelings, and I really feel like your spiritual team wants you to know that they're very proud of you. Even if you haven't been doing like spiritual work per se, I feel like you've been trying to like, you know, do what's best for you and kind of like things like that, self-care maybe, stuff like that. So, okay, let's dive into this reading. I'm going to get one of these heart cards for each of you. I'm going to do your person here and you here. Again, it might be swapped, it might be flipped, whatever you want to say. The energies, but I am going to read it as if this is your person and this is you here. So let's go ahead and see what is pile 3's person's overall energy towards pile 3. Ooh, that one came out. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Interesting, because that's kind of like what we were just talking about. And that's that same idea of like being like feeling the connection, like feeling like knowing that the feeling is real, something like that, but not having the physical evidence to support what you're feeling inside. And that's what like I think this whole message was about. So maybe that's just some further reassurance for you that this is your soulmate or one of your soulmates or whatever. Okay, right. And that you're really, and because even this card talks about how like your spiritual team is kind of with you, like we're here, we're applauding you, and obviously maybe your soulmate and their higher self is as well, you know, like you're not really alone, like you can kind of tap into those energies whenever you want. Let's see for you guys. What is your overall energy towards your person? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Like, I can't. Like, yes, like this isn't your first rodeo here. This isn't like, oh, I just found out like what a spiritual connection is or something. Because I feel like this is a very spiritual connection. And if not a very spiritual connection, this is like a very deeply, intensely emotional connection where it's like something about this just feels right to you, and that's all you need to know. And even if like your mind does kind of like get the better of you sometimes and things like that, it's like, you know, your heart. You know what I'm saying? And then on the back of the deck is, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So it's like, I feel like what that's saying is that you really understand what's important in life, like, and how, like, when you pass from this world, like, you can't really take money with you. You can't take, like, these earthly possessions, like, and, like, what that is saying, you could take the memories you shared, the love, like, and all that, like, your feelings, I guess, come with you. I don't really know, but it seems like that's what this card's trying to say. So, interesting. So, yeah, I feel like this is a very soulful sort of a connection, a very intensely emotional connection, like something where you've just known maybe all along that this is your person. And I think Spirit is kind of confirming that for you. So let's see what else we're going to get for you guys here. How is your person seeing this connection right now? How is pile 3's person? We have the Mountain. Okay. And how are you seeing this connection right now? The Thread. Interesting. Okay. This is number 70 and this is number 33. And then we have the Destroyer on the bottom of the deck here. So maybe with the Destroyer being here, there was some sort of an ending here, is kind of like the vibe that I'm picking up. Excuse me. And maybe like your person, I feel like I had this message come through in like my other, another pile, maybe pile 1. I don't remember. But where it's like your person maybe feels like this is like an impossible mountain to climb. Like if there was an ending with the Destroyer, maybe they feel almost like they destroyed things. Or maybe because they're standing up here in the mountain, they're sort of like getting over that fear. And like, I kind of want to get the clarifiers quick because I kind of want to see where this is going. But what is the vibe that I'm getting from it? Let's see. What is the Mountain energy? That's too many. Yeah, that was positive, though. The World and the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe... Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm going to get it in 1 second. What is... Clarify the Mountain for pile 3's person, please. All right, the 4 of Swords. All right, with the Star on the bottom of the deck. So, with the 4 of Swords and this, like, Lamb energy and things like that, I feel like... that you guys could be mirroring in the way that your person has been like just kind of like isolating themselves a little bit. The Mountain, I don't know, I think of like the Hermit kind of an energy, and then the 4 of Swords is very similar to that as well, where it's like I feel like they've had some sort of a breakthrough here. And even like that, the fact, because we have the Star here and we had like the World and the 10 of Pentacles before. So maybe they've recently had some sort of like even career success or some sort of breakthrough in their career that makes them almost feel a little bit more willing to like move this forward, or just like better about themselves. It kind of shifted their energy in a way where they were able to like sort of feel better about themselves. Like almost, it's almost like when you're single for a long time and you feel like there's no guys ever hit on you, and then all of a sudden you have a boyfriend and these guys like come out of the woodwork. It's because your energy changed and you feel like super secure. It's almost like if they've gotten a new job, they feel very stable mentally about something. And I feel like it's been like a long way. I feel like it's almost like the first thing I was saying or the second thing I was saying, where they've kind of like had some sort of a breakthrough, and they've become one with the Mountain or something like that, where they're like comfortable in the chaos and they're able to sort of like still find peace within the chaos or something like that. But like, again, like this is a kind of like a passive energy, the 4 of Swords. So again, it's maybe this hasn't manifested physically yet. Like, whereas like your person hasn't like come towards you. But again, if there was some sort of an ending here, Leo, please. I feel like, again, your person maybe thought that it would be like super hard for you guys to sort of like reconnect or make that connection, but maybe with this lamb energy and the soulmate energy, it's like they had the breakthrough that like you're always connected, something like that. Or they've really appreciated that like this connection has been something that has like really made them think about things in a new way and see things from, like, this is like highlighting the third eye. So something like that, where they're like looking at things from a more spiritual perspective. And again, if not spiritual, but just like the way this guy is up here looking down on the trees, it's like not a lot of people have that vantage point. It's like they're looking at things from like this new vantage point that they've almost like found throughout the turmoil of your connection. And then for the thread, we have the Empress for you guys. Okay, and then with the Daughter of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So let me put this away. So, okay, like with the Empress and this thread energy, with the thread, I kind of get that same feeling that I was getting from this card. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Like you feel this connection, you feel this thread like connecting you. And I feel like you have sort of transitioned into this more passive energy, like a receptive feminine energy sort of a thing, where you're kind of laying low, you're not trying to push anything, you're just sort of trying to, I'm getting from this, like with that, it's like this white tree, but then like the pink going out, I'm kind of getting like, if you want love, be love kind of a vibe, where it's like you're just trying to be, maybe you're in a very motherly, nurturing energy towards the people in your life. You're trying to just like channel this caring energy that I feel that you want to give to your person, but you're trying to channel it more towards the people that are already in your life. And you're sort of maybe even taking a back seat to this connection, where you're trying not to think about it so much. And yeah, you're really trying to focus on other things in your life right now, like kind of stabilize your energy. Like you're like, all right, deep in my heart, like I know this person is the one for me, but guess what, right now isn't the right time. And that could be like the personal growth and progress that you've made, is that you're not obsessing anymore. You're not constantly like doing readings, or for example, or whatever else, like, you know, you might do, or like, you know, checking your phone, whatever. It doesn't have to be like a spiritual thing, but you sort of like, you trust the thread that connects you to this person, and it's like you feel that it's unbreakable. And it's almost like you don't have to worry about it. Like, you know the feeling, you know that you've tried to get over this person, like you know that you've tried everything you can think of, and it's just not happening. So maybe it's not happening for a reason, kind of a vibe. That's like the vibe I'm getting. So let's see, let's get some of these. And just from Spirit's perspective, like what is going on in this connection overall. 3 cards, please. What's going on in this connection? We have the 7 of Cups. What's going on in pile 3's connection from Spirit's point of view? Okay, come on. Don't be shy. Oh, we have the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. Interesting. So I feel like, again, like this, there's a lot of like fantasizing going on with the Queen of Wands, and we have the 10 of Swords on the back of the deck. So yeah, maybe there, like, again, there was some sort of like an ending with that Destroyer energy, something that maybe made you feel like this connection was like over for good, and really like tested your faith in this connection, or even like your faith in Spirit, if you felt like Spirit was like guiding you this whole time, and then all of a sudden like flipped the script on you or something like that. And I feel like you've sort of accepted that like it may work out, it may not. Like you've kind of like, it didn't like change like your devotion to Spirit and things like that, or your devotion to yourself and like continuing on this path. It's like, even if there was some sort of an ending, I feel like you handled it in a healthy way. I would say even both of you, even though like I feel like maybe especially your person maybe didn't feel like they did. Maybe they felt like, oh, I'm just like laying around drinking or something like that. Or I'm just like, you know, like getting fucked up or whatever, however, like it doesn't have to be drinking, smoking, whatever. But it's like, I haven't really been handling, I've just been kind of, because the Seven of Cups can talk about, that's why I was thinking drinking with like the cups. And there's like this big thing of like alcohol here. But it's like, or maybe even they were just like over indulging and like fantasizing about you, and like they were almost like in an obsessive energy. And then they finally got their like mental stability or something like that. It's like they've overcame like the mountain, or like they've overcome the obstacle, whatever it was, like, which I think was their own brain. And we also have the High Priestess here, and again, I feel like that's you sort of like understanding that sometimes there's reasons why things are held up, and you maybe feel like, oh, but I've been ready, like I'm in my Empress, High Priestess energy, Queen of Wands here, like but like this isn't happening. But it's like you're recognizing that maybe there's more work to be done on this person's end, it's not the right time, they have like other relationships that they have to like learn lessons in, or you do, or whatever the holdup is. It's like you've kind of like made your peace with that. And I feel like you're almost like, with the Empress and the Queen of Wands, like you're trying to like look good, feel good, like you're in like some like boss bitch energy, where even if you're a guy, like you're just in like your boss energy, where you're just like going to the gym and like drinking your protein shakes or whatever guys do. Like you're a girl, you're like, I don't know, like putting your moisturizer on, like, you know, doing like a face mask in the morning. Like if you wear makeup and stuff like that, you're like going all out, looking good, exercising maybe. But I feel like from Spirit's perspective, I think what Spirit most wants you to know, oh my God, now this dog is like humping the cat, Leo, is that you're both heavily on each other's mind. You both are recognizing, because this is from Spirit's perspective, you're both recognizing this spiritual, or at least very intense emotional connection that you have together. I'd say that you're both each other's dream person, with the Queen of Wands being here. And that you both sort of have been knocked down by this connection. Not just you, not just them, like whoever's watching this reading, like the other person has been just as deeply affected, I would say. It has caused chaos in their life as well. And also like you're both like each other's like number one. That's what I would say. Spirit was most wanting you to know with like these 3 cards in particular. And there's also a little turtle there, so even if it feels like there isn't much progress being made, again, physically, it's like the turtle in the hair, the turtle's gonna win, and, you know, like, you'll see this progress eventually, like, very soon. Leo, please stop, honey. I love you so much, but you're so annoying when I go home from work. Okay, 1 second, and I'm all yours. I know. You miss me? I miss you. All right. So let's see what your person would say to you guys. Pile 3. What would pile 3's person most want to communicate to them right now? You do nice things just to be nice and not so other people will applaud you. Cute. You're appreciating your kindness. I love how you have integrity even when no one's looking. That's kind of like a similar message of like, you're not doing it for other people. Like, that's just how you are. I hope this isn't too many. I'm starting to understand why things had to happen the way they did. That's kind of like what I was just saying. Like, and I feel like, oh, look, I'm awakening to the energetic bond between us. So there's like some sort of level of like, yeah, with that breakthrough and seeing things from the third eye, it's like they're recognizing that this isn't just like our one-of-the-mill, like, oh, like, it didn't work out, no, I'm just gonna go bang a bunch of bitches, or like, oh, I'm just gonna go bang some guys and I'll feel better, or like, whatever, go to the bar and I'll forget about it tomorrow. Like, this is something that's like that thread. And it's like you're recognizing it, and so are they. I feel like there's a lot of like mirroring. I worry about your reaction if I did come back. Yeah, I do feel like there was some sort of like messy ending here, and I feel like your person is kind of taking their time in trying to like woo you back or whatever. All right, baby, stop. Leave the kitty alone and stop that now. I love you, but that's not nice. Don't be a meanie. Okay, and then, okay, that was just, I feel like we connect on every level. Now the cats are fighting. I can't. Okay. I love that you don't take any shit. So again, maybe that's what they like that about you, but not when it's like directed at them. So maybe they're, excuse me, thinking that you're gonna like kind of come at them. So that's why they're kind of like almost okay to leave this as a fantasy for now. But hopefully they'll have like the fortitude to face that one day. It looks like they have a couple more peaks to get through on that mountain anyway. But, and then we have on the back, I've realized the only thing I've been fighting against this whole time is my own happiness. So there is some sort of a breakthrough coming through here. Again, maybe it's that particular one. They're understanding like there's like some sort of point of origin where like a lot of other like breakthroughs are kind of happening, if that makes sense, where it was like the original one, maybe just them realizing like how strongly you guys are connected, and then now they're starting to like understand things from the past more. They're looking at it again from this new perspective. And again, it's like the high priestess's perspective, which, and then they're seeing sort of like the interconnectedness of like your souls, I would say, or something like that, because like their energy is coming through as soulmate. So like they're thinking like, oh my god, this is my soulmate, or something like that. And if they wouldn't maybe use that word, they're just like, wow, like I just can't shake this, like I don't know like what this is. But yeah, I think that is all that I have for you guys. Pile 3, we are going to leave it there. Obviously, if you like this reading, I would love it if you would subscribe, like, or comment. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for everybody that already has. I really appreciate you so much. And I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. I will catch you in the next reading. Okay, guys? Bye.